Ayan! Yay!
Oh, we're live.
We're no longer black. Thank you guys. Thank you to the 1,166 who stayed on kahit na black. All right.
Okay, we're finally here.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Get rid of that stress. So let's time to talk about getting rid of
Sa
that
ganun.
stress.
Lagi ako gagawin. Refresh. Ba?
Okay, game.
Refresh, Fausto. Okay, can we show our cover page dun sa ating topic ngayon? Tingnan mo, ha? Financial stress and productivity. Pero, masyado namang, parang hindi stress yung mukha natin. Parang tontuwa tayo. Can we just show them how it would look?
Kung financial stress.
Okay, kaganyan talaga, aligaga ka na talaga. So anyways, I'd like us to start. Mag-Q&A tayo and let's be active because we will be giving away prizes also for youths. An ebook, FQ Mom ebook entitled The Emotional Cycle of Investing.
Saktong-sakto for financial stress.
Correct.
How to deal
with financial stress. So, ang first question natin, labas natin yung ating first question. What makes a good employee? Okay? So, para sa inyo, kahit na hindi ka employer or sana okay, if we have employers here in the audience right now, para sa inyo, ano yung hinahanap nyo sa isang mabuting empleyado? Kung ikaw naman ay empleyado, what do you think you should be showing as your traits so that you are considered a good employee? Taran!
Okay, so let's hear from all of the answers. So from Facebook, just type in your comments. From Kumu also, just type it all in. Ano ba yung traits of a good employee or worker?
Mm-hmm.
So sabi ni Ray's, it's being proactive.
Oh, I like that, Ray's. So, ikaw, Enrique, ano yung pagiging proactive sa'yo?
Oh, I think it's kapag good employee ka kasi, you have to know ano ba yung goal ng company. What's the overall vision? Ano ba yung gusto mangyari?
Yes.
And then being proactive is, yes, may trabaho ka na or may mga sinabi sa'yo yung kailangan mong gawin.
Yeah.
But if you can see other things to help the goal, I think, makakatulong to if I do this extra thing or if I reach out to this extra person to help. That's being proactive. Naisip mo na yung goal and you think this additional thing could help achieve that goal, then tas ginawa mo na lang. Yeah. That's being proactive.
Parang you have the initiative.
Yep.
Hindi ka na laging naghihintay na, oy, gawin mo to. Oy, ano ba to? Dapat ito, ginagawa ganon. So, there you go. Meron pa bang ibang mga sagot? Ikaw, para sa'yo, if, ikaw, di ba, you just hired.
Today is day one of a new employee.
Yeah, so what did you look for?
I think for me, the willingness to learn. Kasi with any job naman, when you join, you don't know everything that you have to know to do the job.
Yeah.
Diba? Most jobs also change over time.
Hello, Elala.
Thank you. So, for me, it's really willingness to put in the time and the effort to learn how to get better at your role.
Yeah. Kasi, alam mo, sabi nga nila ako nga, ang gusto ko rin, integrity. Yung parang, hindi ka, for lack of better word, hindi ka gagaguhin. Di ba? Parang,
pwede kang pagkatiwalaan.
Oo, pagkakatiwalaan. Kasi nga, the skills can be learned, pero yung integrity, usually kasi, it takes like a lifetime to build
it's a character thing, no? Medyo hirap yan.
Yeah. And then, it's also difficult if you're just hiring kasi parang malalaman naman yung integrity, And that's the reason for yung mga reference. Kaya, yung mga employers dyan, kung hinihingan kayo ng reference, let's try to be as truthful as possible. Kasi, yun yung tulungan yun Parang pinaka-credit check niyan. Instead of just saying na, sige na nga, kawawa naman, yung mga ganyan. And it's also for the benefit of the employee kasi nga, para rin mag-improve siya. So, syempre, gusto natin yung mga honesty, lahat yan, masigasig, etc. You're gonna say something?
Doresa Ren, masipag, trustworthy, and honest. So, I think the integrity and the honesty really go hand in hand.
Yes,
and okay na sinabi niya masipag. Kasi, I mean, who wants a worker? Who wants an employee na tamad, di ba?
Oo nga
Parang gusto tamad, di ba? Parang ang hirap magpagawa ng kung ano-ano, tamad yung tao. Diba? So,
So I think we have winners already, ano? So, sino yung una kanina? Raze at saka si Doresa.
Doresa Ren.
Okay, so you just please get in touch with us. Email us at fqteam@fqmom.com so that we can email to you your free ebook. So,
Yes.
meron pa iba. So now that we just discussed kung ano yung mga great character traits of a good employee, sometimes, kahit na nandyan na, something happens na nabablock yung their ability to deliver, yung pagiging magaling nilang empleyado.
I mean,
And-
I think with any person naman, di ba?
Yes.
And it shows as an employee also, kung hindi ka at your A game, hindi ka 100%, lalabas at lalabas yun sa trabaho mo.
Oo. Totoo yan. So, kaya dapat iiwasan natin kung ano yan. But before we talk about financial stress itself, let's talk about stress in general.
Okay.
Okay. So, yung definition sa dictionary, sabi niya, stress is any type of change that causes physical, emotional, or physiological strain. Stress is our body's response to anything that requires attention or action, di ba? Para bang sinasabi ng katawan mo, uy, alika, ano tayo, meron tayong kailangang isolve na problema. Ganun
Okay.
yon. And the idea there is, pag nagtulong-tulong na lahat, yung sinasabi ng adrenaline effect.
Yeah.
Kasi kung magkaroon ka naman ng plano sa sarili mo, yun dapat masusolusyonan natin. Pero ikaw kasi, nag-exercise ka ngayon. Di ba? Meron na ba tayong, macho-nacho na ba tayo? Kwentuhan mo nga sila kung paano yung effect nung pag nag-exercise ka, you're actually stressing yourself.
Yeah. Kasi the whole idea of working out, especially if like you do training for, I don't know, like a marathon or you lift weights, the idea is you stress your muscles so much na they actually break.
Yan. Yun.
You actually tear a bit, just a bit, not too much, but just a little bit. Kasi that forces your body to rebuild stronger than before it had an initial rip. So that's a good kind of stress.
That's a good kind of stress.
And it's the kind of stress that makes you stronger.
Sa financial stress, meron din yung tinatawag na pagka-good kind of stress. Kasi alam mo, Enrique, naririnig ko to doon sa mga ibang nag-hire, mga employer, no? Sabi nga nila kung minsan, ayoko na mag-hire ng mga galing exclusive school.
Yung mga top schools.
Masyadong mga maarte yung mga batang yan, gano'n, di ba?
Yeah.
Kumbaga, e.g., example, kung saan kami nag-aral, di ba? Laging nasasabihan yan. Yung iba, sinasabi, parang mas gusto ko doon sa hindi masyadong exclusive kasi sometimes their financial stress is also what keeps them talagang mas pursigido. Hindi gaya daw nung iba, but hindi naman namin nilalahat, and I'd like to hope hindi naman tayo ganun na nagtrabaho tayo, no? And you also. Kung minsan kasi, pag masyadong na-spoil, at the slightest sign na, I'm not following my passion anymore, ay magre-resign na. Kasi hindi niya kailangan yung pera. So, yung that kind of little financial stress, medyo gusto rin niya ng ibang employer.
Yeah.
Para mas porsigido. Okay? And financial stress in general din, di ba talagang, that's a fact of life I mean, there will be different phases in our life at ma-encounter talaga natin to. Ang dapat lang, sana, the ideal is we are able to raise our FQ so high that we are equipped to deal with financial stress. Lalo na yung mga negosyante.
Yeah.
Diba? Like you right now, no? Hindi mo naman masisiguro na yung kita mo, halimbawa, you had a good June, let's say. July,
wala. Or biglang August, ghost month.
Yes, yung mga ganun.
Yeah.
Lalo na nung nag-pandemic, di ba? Siyempre.
Stress.
Oh my God. Like, you tell them about your yedam.
Okay. So, for those who
are familiar with Korean restaurant yedam, sino sa inyo ang nakakain na doon?
So it's a new branch. Actually, wait, di ko na-launch. Di tayo na-launch.
Yeah, but
Pero,
it's okay. So
yeah, I guess okay.
they know.
So
They will also
we're
learn.
opening a new branch in.
Because you're classmate.
Oh, as a good friend of mine from before, si Dong. I don't know if he's
Korean.
watching. If you're here,
Hi, Dong.
Dong.
Sana you're watching.
So he's a Korean.
Sabi mo yung pangalan niya. Gusto ko.
Dong Junshin.
Klase niya po, simula nung
From grade 1.
school.
From grade 1, Korean. But he really grew up here na. Like from grade 1
Pinoy,
onwards.
as in.
Pinoy na talaga to. But I mean, at home, he still speaks Korean with his mom, ganyan. And they're the ones who operate and run it now. And when they wanted to open a new branch, I became one of the partners for that branch.
Yeah. Ganda ng location.
Nasa
sinehan.
Katapat ng sine, ganyan. So, syempre, sigurado may draw yan. No? And then, last year, we all know what happened. So, wala na push back.
As in.
So sana soon, but we'll see. I mean, sana, diba? Syempre, has to
so
be
yung
safe.
mga mahilig na Korean food dyan, bumili kayo sa Yedang.
Plug.
Ka na, mag-plug ka na. Enrique is, investor there.
So, stressed. Financially stressed ngayon.
Pero, at least you knew how to deal with it, no?
Yeah,
ginawa kayo mga pivot.
Yeah, and the whole idea is really, you don't want na, parang, we're doing all these FQ things, no? So that, you know how to deal when these things come. Kasi as much as however we plan, meron at lalabas na
totoo yan.
Wala sa plan or mga biglang gastos na hindi mo pala alam. Like there's a story of a client of Kuya Marty na biglang na lockdown. So they had to suddenly test all of their people, more than 100 people. So biglang boom, that's a huge cost. That's a huge cost out of nowhere.
Oh my God, ang mahal kaya lalo na
Yeah.
Kami di ba, nagka-COVID si Anton at saka si Martin. My gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Siyempre, dapat pa-test lahat yan.
So kaya, I don't know, ano yung mga financial stress na naranasan natin or mga na-experience natin?
At saka meron ba tayong isang pa-survey labas natin yung question natin, no? Sa mga taong nanonood, 1,295 on Kumu.
Dami na rin.
And konti pa lang sa Facebook. Labas natin, Direct Sharon, yung ating next question. Which of the following causes the most stress for you? So, guys, you can either just type the letter or pwede rin yung buong word na. Okay, can you tell them the choices?
The options. Okay, so which of the following causes you the most stress ba? A, is it health? No? B, is it relationships? Alam ko marami may problema dyan.
Relationship stress.
C, your job? No?
Ganda na sagot.
D, financial or money problems, or iba others, kung others, i-type mo na lang kung ano ba yung mga nagiging top causes of stress natin sa buhay.
Nakakatawa naman yung sagot ni She Pilapil. All of the
above. Si Jepoy, E. Pasabi naman, ano yung E? Ano yung others mo?
Jepoy, ano ka ba? Are you willing to share kung ano yung E
stress?
mo?
Ano
O si Janina, D. Yun.
Financial. May financial din.
Oo.
Ano ba yung mga stress natin sa buhay?
Thank you sa halo-halo, Rear.
Yung ba yung pang-distress mo?
Pang-distress, halo-halo. Alam nyo?
F, lahat. Sabi ni Mapi, F, lahat.
Oo nga. Pero yung pinaka-main, alam nyo, ganito, no? Yesterday, I gave a talk, isang webinar. Tapos, sinurvey ko sila. Tapos, yung lumabas, kasi ito sa poll, so nakita namin kung ilang percentage. Nakakagulat, Enrique, ha? Kung ano yung nandun sa survey, yung ipapakita natin ngayon na ginawa ng PricewaterhouseCoopers, eksakto.
Sakto?
Oh, grabe, na-shock ako. Sabi ko, oh my God, this is so eerie. Can we show the survey results of PricewaterhouseCoopers? Ginawa po ito noong May 2020. Kasagsagan yan ng COVID.
Is this Philippines?
No, it's in the US. It's in the US. However, kaya nga nagulat ako This is a US study. Tapos yung lumabas dun sa own survey ko in that webinar.
In the Philippines. This is Filipinos. Sakto?
Eksakto.
Talaga.
Can you imagine? 54%. 54% din yung kahapon. And this is the one that's really surprising. Siyempre, diba, nung time na yun, May 2020, masyado tayong aligaga sa COVID, no? Number 4 lang si health concerns. Number one siya. That's
So
the
I think
thing,
parang it's not really COVID per se, but how
The
COVID
effect.
affected
Mhm.
your financial
Na-stress
situation.
ka talaga. Oo, grabe.
Wow.
So yan, meron pa tayong ibang ipapakita in an earlier survey in 2016. Pakita natin to, yung effect ng financial stress on absenteeism. So sino mga empleyado na mahilig mag-absent?
Pa-explain yung absenteeism.
Yung bang nagsisick leave kahit hindi naman sick. So tingnan natin, ano ang effect? Doon sa mga may financial stress, anong percentage sa kanila ang magamit ng sick leave kahit hindi sick? Let's show that. 48% versus 24%. So,
para mas maramdaman natin yun, no? So, in every workforce, let's say, I'm guessing like 100 people, no? Let's say 100 people, dati, mga 24 yung mga pasaway. Yung mga, ay, parang...
Pag okay naman sila,
they're okay naman. There's no stress naman.
24% lang ang titira nung...
Yung magpapaka-sick leave na hindi naman sick.
Oo.
Pero kung financially stressed, dumodoble. Essentially. Dumodoble.
So, pakita mo pa yung click mo pa yung isa yan. Direct Sharon. Can you imagine? Ibig sabihin, doble. Those with financial stress are 2 times more likely to use their sick leave even if they're not sick.
Pero I think the thing is, they're sick of something else.
Correct.
Baka yun.
Yeah, no?
They're sick of
nilalagnat sa
financial illness.
Thank you, Mary Rose. Uy, katukayo kita sa halo-halo. Tsaka Jessel. So, another thing, when it comes naman to prescription drugs, tingnan natin, ano naman ang effect ng financial stress sa pag-take ng prescription drugs?
So, at least based on the study, employees that are experiencing itong financial stress are 3 times more likely to take prescription drugs or chronic illness. So 2 times likely to file sick leave na hindi naman sick. Stress lang. Tapos 3 times pa na mapapa.
Oh my gosh, diba?
Drugs.
Syempre dapat ina-avoid natin because each drug naman has side effects diba?
Also. Yeah.
So it's really very telling, and meron pang isang tanong. Ito. So another chance. Kanina, Sharon, na-note natin kung sino yung mga winners, yung dalawang first na sumagot. So ito, this is another chance for you to win the ebook, The Emotional Cycle of Investing. The question goes, let's show the question. Of those behind retirement savings.
Kulang. Halos wala pa.
Yung mga insecure. Ganyan. Ako, wala pa akong pang retirement. Ilan po sa 10 ang still productive at work? So, ang mga pwedeng sagot yan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 10. Sa tingin nyo, if somebody is behind retirement savings, ilan lang sa 10 ang still productive at work? Sige, sagutin natin.
Yung kahit na stress na, pero okay pa rin in terms of how much work yung nagagawa nila.
Ilan po kaya yan? Is it 1? Okay, si Macti, 3 ang sagot niya.
Let's have more guesses. So, kahit yung sa mga Facebook, pwede rin kayong mag-guess.
Dapat marami kasi, ayan,
okay.
4, 5, sige pa.
6.
Wala pang tamang sagot.
Wala pang tamang sagot. So, sige lang. 8, si Mary Rose. CG, JF5, 9.
Ang still productive, Still productive.
Still productive. Okay.
Thank you, Lon. I think we have a winner.
Okay. Siya ba yung first? Check ko lang.
Siya ba yung first?
Yeah, siya yung first.
Okay, say her name, his or her name.
Okay, we have Emeline Aguilar, 2205.
Woo! Grabe.
Okay, so what's the answer? Pwede pa click.
Click natin yung sagot.
Yung slide para mas kita na lahat. Ano ba yung sagot? A whopping 1. Iisa lang out of 10. Yung kaya pa rin maging productive at work.
Yeah.
Ganun kalala.
Pagka alam mong, oh my God, ang tanda ko na. Wala
Oh
pa
my
akong
gosh.
naiipon para sa aking pagre-retiro. O, di ba? Talagang matindi yan. Matindi. So, meaning to say, if
Wow.
your employees are in this situation that they feel so insecure na kulang pa tong
Kulang to.
pang-retirement ko. Thank you sa halo-halo. And what kind of productivity loss is that? Can we show that? Can we show that slide, please?
Grabe, no? You are losing 90% productivity. So, isipin mo, parang may, kaya kung employer ka, di ba? You have a bunch of employees, yan, mga pa-retire na sila.
Yeah.
Tapos kung puro mga kulang-kulang pa yung savings for
Yes.
retirement, iisa lang sa 10 yung okay. Meaning, 9 of them or 90% of them, hindi
Wala
na productive.
Hindi na productive. Kasi ang
Stressed na eh. Stressed na. They can't, parang they won't be able to do the work well anymore.
Oo. Yeah, kaya mahirap talaga. And it's very hard. Kahit na lumabas tayo sa opisina, no? So, sa work area. Tanong, ito na naman, ito na yata yung nakakatawa. No? Tanungin din natin, lalo na doon sa mga mag-asawa. Ano po sa tingin nyo? Labas mo ulit yung next question natin. Ano naman ang effect nito sa mag-asawa? Blank out of 10 marital problems are about money.
So 1 to 10 ulit yung answers.
1 to 10 ulit.
Okay, another,
1, 2, all the way to 10. Sige, sagot tayo.
These are the top 10. I'm getting the top 10.
So out of 10, kung bawa ka, may asawa
common.
ka, out of the 10 times na mag-aaway kayo, ilan kayo times yung tukol sa money?
Okay. Gets. So,
okay, so
let's say
dami na sagot.
Nag-away kayo 10 times the past month, ganyan. Ilan dyan sa mga away nyo usually, pero yung pinag-aawayan?
Oo, nakakatawa naman.
Okay.
Si Bella, sabi niya, 9. Not 9. 4, 7, 3, 6, 9.
Meaning, yun yung pinag-aawayan nila.
Ay, grabe si Emeline. Sabi
10.
niya, 10. Okay, based on experience ba ito? Uy, si Jepoy, sabi niya, 1 lang. Ivy Marie, 5. Mary Rose, may Tokayo, says 9.
May tama na ba?
Janina says 7. And the rest 2, merong 3, 5, no? Lahat ng number. So, I think we have a winner. Sino yung una nagsabi? Okay, tari natin yung sagot. Pakita natin yung sagot. 7. 7 out of 10. So, our winner is Janina Mo 09. Kala ko 97, no? Janina Mo 9. Okay, Janina, is that based on experience?
Wow, 7 out of 10
marital
problems or arguments are about money.
Money.
Grabe, yun talaga, no?
Yun talaga. Alam mo,
stress.
A lot of people, they would say, no? Oh, pera lang yan. Money doesn't buy you happiness. At kung ano-ano pa. Pero, my gosh, look at the statistics.
7 out of 10.
Thanks, user 94 for the halo-halo. Justin user 941 ulit. Oh, yung dami. Thank you, Emeline. Thank you sa mga halo-halo nyo. We appreciate them. Doon sa mga mag-asawa, no, na pinag-aawayan, if you are there or you know someone, ang kasi mahirap dyan, you were raised to have, different money values.
Yeah.
So, at the start of your marriage talaga, it's very important that you sit down with your spouse and really decide, ano bang gusto natin?
Mm-hmm.
Kayo ba, gusto niyo bang emerge? O gusto niyo magkanya-kanya pa lang kayo?
Or pwede both. Meron yung part na joint, tapos meron yung kanya-kanyang part na, let's say, kung ano-anong wants lang, sige, separate. Ganyan.
Kasi, pag hindi kayo nagkakaintindihan, ang labo eh.
Yeah.
Ang pera kasi, it's a very emotional thing.
Yeah.
Kahit alam mo lahat ng mga dapat, puro mga knowledge, hindi eh. Emotional pa rin yan eh. So, kailangan talaga mag-balance sheet po kayong dalawang mag-asawa. Lista nyo. In fact, bago kayo ikasal, di ba? You have clients, right?
Yeah.
Without naming names.
Yeah,
Can you share with them?
Actually, ngayon, may mga dumadami na bagong kasal or bagong engaged. And
Ganda ng bagong
ang ganda na, I mean, actually, kahit na yung mga may asawa na dyan, pwede pa rin naman eh. So, anniversary nyo or whatever, yung nangyayari is, gagawa kami ng balance sheet, which actually you can do na now with your spouse or with your soon-to-be spouse. Na figure, like you list everything down. Ano ba yung mga savings ninyo, mga investments ninyo, how are your spending habits?
Yeah.
And the great part about it kasi is para siya nagiging discovery weekend.
Yes.
Di ba? Alam niyo ba yung discovery
Alam niyo ba
weekend?
yun?
Meron ba dito I don't know from the viewers, parang may mga may asawa na ba kayo? Or
Ako, gusto mo yung kwento ko?
sige, kwento mo yung sa how was the, I don't know if you, let's see how it's, is that a generic term or is that a specific?
That's a specific group.
Discovery weekend. But the concept I think is great.
Siyempre, noong 19 kopong-kopong.
Meron pa rin naman ngayon.
Yeah, ours was in 1989, siyempre, no, before we got married. So we went out of town eh. Maganda siya ha. Pero for some reason, nilagnat kami ni Papa.
Actually, you didn't go na?
No, we were there.
Pero
so it was overnight. Ang taas-taas na nung lagnat namin. E di pinauwi na kami. Hindi na natapos. Pero yung day one niya, grabe. Talagang the questions that they will ask will really make you have those difficult conversations.
Can you give a sample of a question that you asked in the discovery? And then I'll give another question na tinanong ko sa clients ko. Which I think the audience can ask their spouse or their boyfriend, girlfriend. Actually, better when you're not even married pa para may kaalaman.
Parang weird eh. Kasi di ba, like Papa and I naman started off as makada, friends. So we thought we knew each other very well na. No? Tapos, may mga questions doon na kinakalkal eh, na hindi naman siya talaga na, ano yung deep dark secret. Hindi ganun eh. Pero, it's more of what makes you happy in their house or what is the thing that you observe. Tapos meron siyang sinabi. Nag-flash lang sa mind ko ngayon. Na parang, I thought na insulto ko.
Oh, okay.
Hindi ko alam kung about our ulam.
Is that a question? Was that a question about the cooking? Ganun? Or?
Hindi eh. Para bang, alam mo, ito yung sinasabi ng nanay ko noon eh. Na kahit na you insult each other among siblings, among family members, okay lang. But when you hear it from somebody else, para ma-hurt ka.
Okay.
So something to that effect. Ewan ko if he mentioned something about an ulam of ours eh. Kasi syempre, di ba, minsan kakain siya sa bahay.
Oh. Sa bahay nyo.
Sa bahay.
Naluto ng parents mo. Parang gano'n.
Or kung sino na nagluto. So parang gano'n. Wala. Naalala ko lang. Ewan ko ba't yun yung naalala ko ngayon. Basta, so the point is, if you sit down and have this mga tipong discovery weekend activities, you will really have to discuss the things that normally you wouldn't. So that's what you also do.
Yeah. I just want to read before I share. No? Hindi pa, okay, so si Janina, hindi po, guess lang, hindi po married. So hindi pa married yung iba. Hello. Ito si Ivy. Sabi niya, we go out as in wifey and hubby time only. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. And thank you for the halo-halos pala to Palabrica. It's Meleth 473537. Yun ba yung point na may sabihin niyo parang si 473, si Mr. 473 or Miss 473. Anyway, one question that I like asking couples, actually even individuals, but couples, they learn about each other then. No, is I got this question from the book called The Heart of Money. They really do money counseling. And the question goes like this, no, which you can ask. Okay, take note, yung mga nasa Facebook, ask this question to your significant other. If you were to describe, like if you were to imagine, let's say money were your lover.
Oh,
if money
I like
were
that.
your lover.
Sige, go. I like that.
Let's say jowa mo yung pera. How would you describe that relationship and why?
Yeah.
So, ang dami mga sagot. Like I got the spectrum is huge. Say one more time para na-get sa audience. If money were your lover, as in you have a relationship like you're married to money.
Or jowa mo si money.
Jowa mo yung pera mo. how would you describe that relationship? And the answers, there are a lot of people na parang tipong, wait, teka, hindi ko gets. Or yung iba, biglang may sabihin niya na, ay, ano ako, possessive, protective, jealous type. Wala. Kung pera ko yan.
Jowo. Jowo. Alam mo ba si Jowo?
Is it the basketball player?
Yeah. Yung what do you call that again? Binabakuran.
Parang wala pera dito. Yung iba, ay, shucks, alam mo, parang pag good time lang. Ganon.
Pa-fling-fling lang.
Kung kailangan ko siya, tapos gusto mo good time, sige. Pero, hindi ko talaga siya kilala. Diba? We don't really know each other very well.
We have a shallow relationship.
Shallow. So kayo, I want to hear.
Ganda yan.
I want to hear the answers from our viewers.
So what we're trying to do here is we're trying to personify money. Diba? So if
Imagine
money were
tao
your
yan.
jowa,
please
describe. Lahat naman tayo gumagamit ng pera. So for sure, lahat tayo may relationship with money.
You have a relationship now. So how would you describe it? Parang, yun nga, pag good time, or we don't know each other so much. Or, alam mo, nasa...
Sige, gusto ko marami
Eto, okay. So si Doresa Ren, sabi niya, parang happy-go-lucky lang.
Bata ka pa, dapat.
Happy-go-lucky pa lang.
Pagtantay, hindi na pwede na happy-go-lucky.
But at least it's happy. At least it's happy. Yung iba, talagang I don't know who that person is.
I hate.
I hate or parang toxic na we avoid each other. Ganon. Na
si Jenny na nakakatawa yung sagot.
Can you read it? No contentment. Oh my God.
Walang kaanuhan.
Yung problema kasi dito sa karelasyon mong pera, hindi kayo, subukan nyo, mag-break kayo, pero kailangan mo pa rin siya. Kahit anong gawin mo,
cool off lang. Pwede lang.
Nandyan pa rin siya.
Hanggang cool off lang ang carry.
Oh my gosh. Walang divorce dito.
Pwede,
Kamatayan lang yung divorce. Till death do us part siya.
Correct. Ay, parang talaga marriage ito, ha?
Pero walang divorce. Kasi kailangan pa rin siya. Kahit na let's say,
kung iniisip ko kung naging pari ka, madre, pwede ba yun?
You still have a relationship with money. Kasi may times na bibigyan ka ng gift, how will you deal with it? Diba? Or yung mga binigay sa'yo ng family mo, or if you have money to give.
Diba? Oy, gusto ko pa yung iba. Sige, tingnan natin.
Okay.
It's complicated.
Okay, that's true. Actually, may mga clients akong ganyan. Marami akong clients na ganyan. Normal yan. That's so normal.
Yeah.
Mga pieces, dumadaan lang. Ay, so umaalis din.
Passerby.
Parang, uy, salamat na dumalaw ka today. Pero hindi ko na alam kung kailan ka na mabalik. Wow.
Oh my God.
Okay, to. MU lang. Okay.
Ano ibig sabihin kaya pag MU lang?
MU. Ano ibig sabihin ng MU?
Walang commitment.
Magulong usapan?
Pwede gano'n. Or walang commitment.
Walang commitment.
Mutual understanding.
Ito, from Martin. Polygamous. In different places. Allah. Oh my gosh. So,
tama, hindi sasabihin niya diversified.
Iba-iba.
Okay na, polygamous. Hindi ka
faithful.
Hindi ka faithful. Meron kang stocks, meron kang bonds.
So now we talked about stress. Diba? We talked about ano ba yung relationship natin currently with money. Baka you can share man, like, I don't know, what are first, you mentioned one na with couples is ilantad mo na lahat. Diba?
Bago nga ikasal dapat.
Sabi mo na, ito yung lahat ng meron ako, ito lahat ng savings ko, or wala, lubog ako sa utang, wala. Ganyan. Correct. Tapos, kailangan alam niya.
Ito pa isa, halimbawa, for example, you're marrying into a wealthy family. Tapos kadalasan, baka mamaya hindi mo rin maiwasan kung halimbawa lopsided na mapag-isip yung mga kabila. Or baka may ginawa sila na maraming co-owned properties together with other relatives. Di syempre pag pinakasalan mo yung isang tao, di naki-share na siya, si spouse, doon sa mga other relatives. So, pwede pag-uusapan nyo talaga dapat prenuptial agreement. It's not
Prenup.
very popular in the Philippines kasi nga tayo medyo ayaw natin pinag-usapan pero uy, walang kwentan. Di ba? May
So,
ganun.
parang, bakit? May chance ba na hindi nawin tayo? Parang gano'n. Kala ko marriage.
Yes, yes. Pero yun, I think yun yung pinakamalaking reason, no? If you have ownerships that you co-own with other members of your family, you also want to protect that. Tsaka para wala na rin masabi.
Parang di magulo.
In fact, di ba, showbiz, chika.
Showbiz answer.
So si Sharon Cuneta, syempre mayaman, when she married Kiko Pangilinan, mas mayaman si Sharon kaysa kay Kiko. Si Kiko Pangilinan himself was the one who said we should sign a prenup.
Oh, siya yun na. Okay.
Lawyer siya. So para bang, inaisip niya, if I were your friend or if you were my client, I'm going to tell you that.
To get
a prenup.
So I guess habang boyfriend, girlfriend, i-bring up nyo na.
Yeah. Okay.
Tapos tinaman natin.
Balikan natin yung stress in the workplace, no? So we already know, we established it with a lot of statistics. Ano lang to konti lang yan, hindi ko na pinakita lahat sa inyo, no? When there is financial stress among your employees, expect that there's going to be a lowered productivity. Hindi mo makukuha yung pinaka-okay from your employees. And later on, that will translate to lower income for your company.
Kasi less work is being done.
Yes.
Actually, I can imagine
the quality of the work.
The quality of the work and also the people themselves. Baka umalis na sila kung this place or this role is not able to
help out.
Me financially.
Correct.
With that problem.
Yes. So, ito ngayon, we deal with clients like that, no? I think ang belief namin sa IFE is employers should also help their employees to have that financial well-being. Hindi lang sweldo. Kasi it's been established
It's not enough.
Oo, kahit na ang laki ng starting salary mo, ang laki ng bonus mo, ang laki ng merit increase mo kada taon. Kung walang sistema, wala.
And I think employers or companies already know this. No? And I applaud the companies na they do invest in yung getting people to do financial talks, diba? They do some workshops, which I think is a good first step in really letting everyone become more aware.
Yes.
But what we found is that, okay, it's nice, diba? But to have like real change,
transformation,
it takes more work. It actually takes more work to do so.
So, and it's nice, no? Like we've done already with this multinational company. Ang ganda rin nung nung nagiging result na you are now showing to your employees that you care. You care beyond what they can give to you. So, titignan mo rin ngayon yung other aspects of life. Bakit nga ba kasi walang financial health benefit? Yan ang dream natin, di ba? Maging regular na yan sa mga employer. Di ba merong health benefit? Sana meron din financial health benefit. Na may tumitingin, na natutulungan yung empleyado. Kasi nga kahit gaano kalaking sweldo ibigay mo, wala dun Nandun sa sistema na dapat na isaayos when they started working para tuloy-tuloy na. Para pag dumating na yung mga bonus, dumating na yung mga merit increase, nakaayos din. Hindi lang yung basta pabulagta.
So let's see. Let's check muna. Like, say I had to Monica comment so far. So sila Danny Bell, shout out. Hello, Ethan. Thank you sa mga nagpo-follow na. It's me, MJ, for the halo Danny Bells. Salamat. But it's something that we really try to do with companies now. Kasi essentially to help not just just to limit it on the border. It's a nice, good learnings yun yan. But to have it translated to real action, yun naman talaga yung gusto natin mangyari. No? And I think that might be one of the better ways to deal with financial stress. If may sistema na, such that, okay, ayos, alam ko nang may savings na ako, nagbe-build up na yung pang-retirement ko. Kasi nga, diba, yun yung dahilan kung ba't sobrang daming hindi productive.
Correct. Yung iba, mag-uumpisa ka pa lang dun sa pag-unravel ng mga utang. Kasi syempre, lalo na nagkaroon ng pandemic, wala walang, yung iba talagang kaliwat kanan ang mga debts. So, it has to start there siguro.
Yeah.
Because normally, mas mataas ang interest rate ng mga yan as you compare it to dun sa pwede mo kitain if you start investing. So, ang laking proseso din, ano? I don't know if you want to share with them something that you've already done and para makita rin yung effect.
What you're doing just a little bit, then afterwards you can ask the audience what they think. Ano pa yung mga other ways to deal with financial stress? One thing that we did that I think, actually even for our audience today, you can kind of implement a bit, some form of it yourself, is just to automate the savings.
Yeah.
So the moment pumasok na yung sweldo natin, whether it's twice a month or once a month, ganyan, may automatic transfer na. And at least, ngayon, kahit paano, there are ways to do so na if you log in your online banks, may mga auto-transfer na pwede mo nang i-schedule beforehand. And that's something that we helped with sa mga ibang, like one of the companies that we dealt with, we set it up para automatic na.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't even go to their account anymore, diretso na siya to their investment account. Para nakasave na siya, building up the retirement fund, building up the emergency fund. It's all automatic na. And what's really nice is for an employee, once nangyari na siya once, the first month, the next month, and the month after that, nasanay ka na.
Correct.
So, na-adjust mo na yung lifestyle mo and you are able to deal with that stress na, shucks, meron ba akong enough? At least alam kong
may nangyayari
na behind the scenes. So, that's something you can actually try yourself na pwede mo nang automatic i-separate mo na yung account na pang enjoy, na random spending. Tapos may separate kang, let's say, investment account or savings account na yun, pang ano lang yan. But that's really just to make the money grow.
Sabi ni Charlie Munger, alam niyo po yung third basic law of money, di ba? Yung make your gold work for you, make an army of golden slaves before you buy luxury. Kasi yan yung power of compounding. Sabi ni Charlie Munger, do not interrupt the power of compounding unnecessarily. Hello,
newbie loves you. Thank you, Tisoy.
So, ganun yun Parang kung nakaset up na po yung sistema, tuloy-tuloy na yan. Lagay lang ng lagay. At huwag niyong i-interrupt. Kung hindi niyo naman kailangan i-withdraw, huwag kang i-withdraw. My gosh.
Iba na yan.
Ang laki-laki. In our episode last week, if you missed our episode last week, you can just go to FQ Mom YouTube channel. What is the snowball effect? Ako, pinakita namin ni Anton. May mga pinakita talaga kaming mga Excel files doon. Magdi-delay ka lang ng ilang taon. Ang hirap mo nang habulin. Meron kami examples doon, si Joe and Joey. Si Early Joe at si Late Joey. Alam mo, kahit dinodoble na niya yung contribution.
Hindi pa rin siya makakahabol.
Hindi makahabol.
Iba na kasi talaga yung once palaki ni snowball.
Yung nag-snowball effect talaga. So, ganyan din. Sa utang, snowball effect din yan. Kaya lang palabas. Kaya ingat-ingat po tayo.
So, that's one way to do it. Automate. Nakaset na siya. Wala na, no choice. Tuloy-tuloy na yan. And I wanted to ask sana like from the audience, ano ba other tips nila with dealing with financial stress?
Ako meron na isa. Pwede na lang gawin.
Sige. Alright, let's say thank you muna to So Newbie loves you, Soy. Lu, it's me, Rachel, Virgo, Fortune Faye. Thank you sa mga halo-halo. Salamat. Salamat.
So, ang pwede nyo na pong gawin ngayon, pagkatapos itong ating show, kumuha na kayo ng FQ test. It's an online free test so that more or less you know, where do I stand right now? No? Naiintindihan ko ba yung mga basic concepts of finance? And then, hindi lang tungkol sa knowledge po yan. Meron din behavior, which is, to me, the more important part.
Yeah.
Matetest mo na kung paano nga ba ako mag-save, magbayad ng mga credit card debt, etc. So when you get your first score, whatever it is, whether it's high or low,
be honest.
Just be honest. Pagka-low na nakakasad para sa inyo, okay lang yan because your FQ score is not cast in stone. You can take that again after 6 months. Ayan, nilagay natin ngayon yung FQ test link dito sa comment section ng Facebook. pwede nyo nang i-click yan, i-save
It's
nyo
there.
na mamaya para makuha nyo na. Tapos kung hindi nga kayo happy, today's July 1.
Sakto.
6 months from now, nako, New Year.
So, New Year.
Take kayo ulit. Sana nagawa nyo na kahit yung automate lang, no? Mag-i-improve
Malaki
na
na
po
yan.
yan.
Malaki na yun.
Marami ng ano. At saka syempre, for your reading pleasure, eto, mga bata, pwedeng bumili na, bigyan ang mga bata ng The Retelling of the Richest Man in Babylon in English and Tagalog. Para alam nyo kasi nung bata kayo, pagka binabasa nyo yung libro, kwento
Iba
kasi,
rin yung
di ba?
feeling.
Alam nyo, nakakatuwa, hindi pa sila marunong magbasa, na may memorize na nila yung libro. So,
Talaga?
kakaulit. Yeah. Especially si Marty, grabe,
Memorize.
nakaka-memorize sa isang buong libro. Can you just imagine if your kids memorize the 3 basic laws of money and bring that with them when they get older? Oh, God, di ba?
Yeah.
Very good.
So I want to hear then from kung sino man yung mga nakikinig ngayon, both on Facebook and also on Kumu. Ano pa ba? Do you have any other tips or tricks, strategies that work for you na to help you deal with financial stress? Or actually dealing with money in general?
How do you deal with financial stress?
Kasi I think you're stressed when you feel like you're out, wala sa control mo.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Kasi for us we can deal naman na, okay, we know naman na the objective is, the goal is sobrang dapat ng pera kailangan. Okay lang. But if I know I'm on the right direction and I'm doing what I can to make it work, edi okay siya.
Sige, ako naalala ko, nung financial crisis, because we are investing in the stock market, tagal na, because na siguro of our job, we were exposed to it. During the financial crisis, laglag ang market ng bonggang-bongga. Almost 50%. Diba?
Yeah, 50.
So, nakita ko talaga.
Kalahati.
Ganyan, ano? So, how did I deal with that? Maybe I was lucky enough to have an understanding of the market. But I'm telling you, honestly, masakit sa tiyan pa rin yun.
Kahit na alam mo na lahat.
Yes. But I didn't sell. It's just that medyo kinakabahan akong bumili. Yung regular ko, at that time, this was 2008. Yung regular ko, medyo, sandali, kung X amount pa din, X minus ganito muna. Kasi,
binawasan mo ba?
Ang sakit sa tiyan. Kunyari, mag-invest ka ng 10,000 ngayon. Bukas mo, 8,000 na lang.
Ano ginagawa ng pera ko, diba?
Parang ang sakit sa tiyan. Pero never ako nagbenta. So, how I dealt with it, I didn't sell, but I reduced. But, what I did, kasi dati super bantay-bantay ako sa mga ganyan, ano? Noong 2009, 2010, gumanon na. Binalikan ko ngayon yung aking mga previews na binawas-bawasan ko. Yun ang tinitignan ko lagi. Pinapaalala ko sa sarili ko, ayan, kung hindi ka nagbawas-bawas,
dapat,
mas malaki. Mas malaki sana. So, that's how I dealt with it. Parang knowing na, gano'n talaga eh. Sakit pa rin sa tiyan, kahit gano'n ko kaalam na tataas din yan. That's how you deal. Pero, paano naman kung, ito kasi, at least, investment yan. Ano? Ang financial stress mo, talagang wala na. Utang na, no? Kailangan siguro gawan nyo rin ng trick na, for example, like what we did with someone, no? Yung sobrang dami niyang loans to different people, different entities. Pinagawa namin ng chain. Chain. So, bawat isang chain, yung pangalan or kung sino man institution na pinagkakautangan niya. Kasi sobrang dami po. You know, it can go haywire pala. Na nakakagulat na ganito ka pala kadami. So, para magkaroon din ng mas madali for our mind, for our emotional being, habang once nakakabayad siya ng utang, tinatanggal.
Talaga? Oh, that's nice.
Tinatanggal. Para mas maramdaman mo yung improvement, yung progress mo, instead na, laki pa rin ang utak ko eh. Laki pa rin ang utak ko, di ba? Dapat nakikita po natin yung progress natin sa pag-solve nitong mga financial stress natin.
Yeah. So I think it really depends. Well, I think that always starts with knowing ano ba talaga yung total, di ba? Ano ba yung una ko sa lahat ng mga tao, lahat ng institution. And then, coming out with that change.
Lista mo. Strictly speaking, unahin mo dapat yung matataas ang interest rate para makatipid ka, no? Pero yung iba, meron silang ginagawa, gusto nilang unahin yung mababa.
Pinakamaliit. Para at least
for
may
the
momentum.
psychological.
Pwede rin.
Whatever works for you, but you
Oo.
have to do something about it.
It has to be a game plan.
Hindi
Just wanted to
pwede.
say hi to Oying from Singapore, watching from Singapore.
Hi, Oying.
And Emelita, who's watching all the way from Cayman Islands.
Woo, Cayman
Okay.
Islands.
Hello.
Diyan ang mga accounts.
We're talking about financial stress, and if you have, tips that you want to share that works for you. Kasi apparently, I was listening to this podcast, and what they found is that when it comes to financial behavior change, kanyari,
Yeah.
We know now, you should list down your expenses.
Yes.
You should, automate, transfer target, all these things. These are great. This is what all the experts say you should do.
Mm-hmm.
But what they found as, if it's not an intervention, if it's just the person on their own, the best way to do it is to ask them, ano na yung gumana sa'yo dati?
Mm.
So like, alam ko before I used to type expenses on like a physical piece of paper.
Maganda.
Yan. Or yung for other people, for me, what worked for me before was an app.
Mm.
Naka-app para madali. Wherever I go, I can type it in.
Yes.
The way that you can really change the behavior though is you ask the person what worked for them before.
Yes.
And instead of
like that.
adopting any other solution of an expert, you just make them focus on doing it again. Parang i-double down mo yung kung ano man yung gumana sa'yo. Because it's very personal.
That's true.
And apparently, basta based on yung mga research na doon, that's what works.
Yeah.
In terms of a behavioral
ang ganda
change.
niyan, ano? So those who are experiencing financial stress right now, look at the other aspects of your life.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, yung sa health mo, kung ba, nagpapapayat ka ba, ano yung gumana sa'yo? Ano yung gumana sa'yo ng weight reduction?
Meron ka bang...
Pwede mo mai-apply. Ganun.
Yeah, so meron ka bang like accountability body na
tama.
kausap mo about health. Baka pwede ka rin maghanap ng accountability body or FQ body. Diba? Who you can talk to about finances.
Sabi ni Emelita nga magandang topic daw to, lalo na sa mga OFW. Ayan po, yung mga OFW natin, lagi ko sinasabi, medyo mas firm dapat kayo. Huwag masyadong all-man to give. Dami kong mga topics dyan. Hanapin nyo lang sa FQ Mom YouTube.
You have to give to yourself.
Yep.
Give to yourself.
Pay yourself first, okay?
Pay yourself first.
Marami pa. Okay, we only have 4 minutes to go. And we can continue this conversation. Pakita natin, Sharon, kung saan ba tayo mahahanap. You can follow me on Facebook, YouTube, and Kumu as FQ Mom, and the FQ Mom naman sa Instagram and Twitter. Of course, punta kayo sa bahay namin sa fqmom.com. Maraming mga contents doon, and it's categorized already. Kung gusto nyo i-consume as article, may article. Kung gusto nyo ng video, may video. Kung gusto nyo ng podcast, may podcast. At syempre, pili na kayo dito or kunin nyo na lahat to. There's Raising Pinoy Boys, The Retelling of the Richest Man in Babylon, English and Tagalog, tapos Emotional Cycle of Investing. Ito, may mga nanalo tayo ngayon, ha? To those who won, please email us sa fqteam@fqmom.com. Tapos, of course, my FQ Trilogy, FQ The End Intelligence, and Why Financial Education Alone Does Not Work, back-to-back with the Psychology of Money. Okay, salamat sa halo-halo. Sino yun?
Okay, so let's thank Grace, Feby, April, Rose, for the halo-halo, Ellie, Elise. Hello also to kina Marjorie, Janet, Elise.
Ay, nakalimutan ko, Enrique. At meron ko akong bagong podcast, FQ Mom Podcast. I'm inviting all of you to please subscribe to it. Mamili kayo kung sinong gusto nyo. Si Spotify, si Apple Podcast.
Yeah, everywhere.
Pag sa Apple Podcast, please leave a comment so that it's easier for me to reach other people. How about you, my dear?
Yeah, so a few more thanks muna. Ma Christina, Hanilin, User 941, Chef Gina. Thank you sa lahat ng mga halo-halo. And where can you find us at IFE? So we're on Facebook at IFE Management. We're also at Instagram at IFE Management. We also have a website, www.ifemanagement.com. And you also see my email there, Flash, if you have any questions, concerns.
Anong ibig sabihin ng IFE? Para sa mga nag-tune in lang ngayon.
Really stands for Investing for Everyone. And what I really am dealing with is the financial architecture, really helping out people. So watch out, check out all of our socials, follow us at IFE Management.
Thank you sa Halo Halo user 105.
Okay, so we have 2 minutes left. So thank you for all of those who joined our discussion and also participated. May mga interesting na
congratulations sa mga nanalo, ha?
Yeah, so I hope you were able to think a little bit about what kind of financial stress am I going through. Maybe get some tips na rin on how to deal with it. Mm-hmm. And even at least just start the conversation, diba? Start the conversation at home with your family, friends. Yep. You know, make it a more healthy, open conversation with your kajowa na money.
Oo, salamat sa mga nagbibigay pa ng halo-halo, Wilma.
And it's Ellie. Thank you.
Oo, sa mga nagha-heart, maraming salamat sa inyo. Kita ulit po tayo sa susunod na Huwebes at 11 a.m. Sulat po kayo sa amin kung anong gusto nyong i-discuss natin para sa mga susunod nating topics. Maraming salamat. And of course, I always say, cheers to high FQ.
Bye!